Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know this, for those of you who don't, there is a hot fix that Kabam released for both Android and iOS devices to hopefully fix a couple of things, but specifically the champion synergies in the arena that every time you went to look for who you could pair your arena champions with synergy-wise, the game crashed. It's funny because at first that was sent over to me as like an Android issue, and then someone else was like, "This is an iOS issue." It was an everything issue. It was everybody was treated the same bad way in that bug, but this hotfix should allegedly fix it. All right, so back to the nature of this video. Here's the deal, YouTube. When you dupe a 6-star, you, on paper, think that there should be a decent amount more to the benefits of that than duping a 5-star. You still think about years later, after 6-stars have come into the contest, how hard it is to form a 6-star basic or especially a 6-star featured crystal. Even for the people at the top, it's not super easy. And so because of that, it's time that Kabam changes things. But the problem is Kabam doesn't want to change things because they always say it changes the economy of the game. So I'm going to read Art357's post from January 5th because he's been trying to tell me since January 5th to cover this, and finally I just said, you know what, I need to cover this. It's a good video topic. We can keep it around 5 minutes and get everything that needs to be said. I want to cover this, and then I'm going to touch on something else that involves 6-stars that I think is important that I have talked about previously on the channel a while back. Alright, so this post. Hello, everyone. The game is improving day by day with new versions and new content, and from my 4 years experience, there's been a lot of change in the MCOC, especially when the 6-stars were introduced. It completely changed the game's content. Well, that's true, right? Opening a 6-star is basically like getting a rank 4 5-star straight out of the bin, as the great Seaton would say. However, one thing that gives players frustrating is when they get trash or low-tier champs and getting them duped and get them ISO. The amount of ISOs is a 4-star and a 5-star champs and almost the same amount of gold, and the 4 and 5-stars have the max SIG crystals that this provides them. For the next version, which is still good, and when coming to 6-stars, the duping gives the shards except gold and tier 5. Okay, so there's a lot of typos in this message, by the way. I have to turn my my professor brain off, which I edit students' papers and letters of recommendation and cover letters, etc. But, my job is not to edit forum posts on this channel. Besides that, we're getting closer for the 6-star rank 5 in the future soon. God, I hope not. And we need lots of ISO for leveling up a 6-star. And for rank 5 of a 6-star, we need a lot of ISO as well. And there are tier 6 ISO availability, but players can get them less. So why don't this need to be changed with making tier 6 ISO available for duping a 6-star, which can balance the lack of ISO. I know we're getting a lot of shards with the content and getting the ISO from the dupes, but we still need lots of ISO for the 6-star level up. It would be nice if you could make them available in the 6-star duped version. Hope this happens in the future. And then several summoners were tagged, and there are a couple of comments on this. We have Zahid Malik 1588. That's a great thought. Actually felt it was weird as well that people now wish to not get max SIG 6-stars, and it's hilarious. I think that should give rewards like an upgraded stuff like Catalyst apart from tier 6 ISO, of course. And the Eagle says true, it could also give 6 stones or tier 4 class Catalyst, for example, or at least more gold and ISO as far there are no 7-star shards. Agreed totally. Well, thank God there are no 7-star shards, right? So here's my point. First off, the premise of this message is 100% correct. Tier 6 ISO should be obtained instead of tier 5 ISO from duping 6-stars. It's just common sense and really the bare minimum of what should have happened from the beginning. But more than that, and I've been saying this on my channel now for over a year, there needs to be a max SIG crystal for 6-stars because it is so freaking expensive, like crazy expensive. For you free-to-play players out there, I don't know what 20, 35 is going to be when you can mostly max SIG your 6-stars, because 6-star 6 stones have actually gone up in value, not down, as rank materials have become more common and more available to rank 3 and now even rank 4 6-stars. Because if you have, say, a SIG 200 Aegon, or especially somebody like a SIG 200 Dr. Doom or Hercules, etc., When you have 6 stones and you have Awakening Gems, that champion is going to hit way harder. Think about somebody like Captain America Infinity War at 6200. And so, yeah, they've gone up in value, not down, which is why Kabam also charges a much higher price now for 6 stones and even the rarity of Awakening Gems than at the beginning. So I think that the Max Sig 6-stone crystal should be the 5-star version, but it should contain tier 6 ISO, but especially just better drop rates for 5-star Awakening Gems, the 6-star Immortal Iron Fist, who's not going to break the game if people get him easier, and just be a better version of what we already see as the 5-star. You shouldn't feel like you're being punished for getting a Max Sig 6-star, and yet I do every time because it's just worth ISO. So I appreciate Art357's post. I really do think it's a easy thing that would improve the game a ton. And Kabam should consider that quality of life update to start off 2022. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.